believe it's a nice day out today. I did check. Y'all might remember, some of you, that I put some one bite in the holes around there to keep the rats away. I went out and checked them holes and they have not been reopened, so I think that I've eliminated the rat problem in the basement for now. I was talking to my neighbor about that couch and not wanting to set it out there where he'd get rats in his house. He said, I don't get rats in my house, I keep poison in the basement. And I thought, well, maybe that's what I ought to do. Don't nobody or nothing go in the basement. I mean, we go down there once in a while if the sump pump gets stuck or something, but other than that, there ain't no animals down there that get into it. So, and we do have some wood piled up down there. We have some firewood we go down and bring up. So, you know, maybe I ought to just. I got some bait block trap things where like an animal like Charlie or a cat couldn't get in to get to the bait. Maybe I ought to give me 2 or 3 more of those and just put them down there and leave them down there, just to keep out the unwanted stranger who decides to show up and move into my house from time to time. After having that rat experience, I want to tell you, friends and neighbors, I didn't like that. I didn't care for it at all. Cleaning up rat poop out from under my couch and the remains of various and sundry different things that he's found in my house and decided to drag under there to make his nest out of, that don't make me happy. That don't make me feel good about things. I'm just saying. So I'll say a little bit more about this here. When I put this banjo together, you can get a lot of banjo parts cheaply. They're not necessarily made in America, and they're really affordable. And these tuners are a good example of that. These were really nice, brilliant-looking brass tuners when I got them, and now they're turning green. And I'm thinking, yeah, well, I don't know if that says anything about the quality of them or not, but they sure did tarnish in a hurry. And that may be okay. Maybe they're just raw brass, and the brass does tarnish. You know, a lot of times when you buy really good parts, they're going to be like nickel-plated brass or something like that. So. This has got some nice hardware on it. This one here, and I was just looking at this. This pot came from Stuart McDonald, and they sell hardware. And I was looking at the price of their shoes and nuts and things like that, and they're actually well priced. And this looks like a really good product. I'm pretty sure that these are brass, but I can tell by. I'll go get my magnet. I'll be right back. This is actually a little hearing aid battery magnet. You lift your hearing aid batteries out and drop it in your hearing aids. But it sticks to these bolts here. It doesn't stick to the head ring, and it doesn't stick to the Whyte Ladie tone ring inside here, and it doesn't stick to these nuts. Now these bolts are under quite a lot of pressure, and they're pretty easy to break when they're made of brass. So it kind of makes sense to me that having nickel-plated steel or even stainless steel for your bolts is a pretty good idea. Having brass for everything else. You know, the more brass you have in there, the better the tone quality is going to be. All these nuts in here that hold the shoes on, here's their brass, and it appears the shoes themselves are brass. So the only thing that's metal in this setup is the tie-down bolts here. You can buy one of these Stumac pots for, I think I looked at it this morning, I think it was like $398 without the head and with this ring. So that's what this is. This one has been stained. They come, you know, just, this is maple, and they come all like white and raw. I bought this one after somebody else already had it, and I fashioned up this neck out of something I bought off of eBay. This neck is a Wayman from the Keystone State, manufactured by Wayman and Son in Philadelphia. And I don't know how long ago that neck was made, but it's been a good one. Looks like it's been broke too. I think I might remember maybe one of the reasons. I buy a lot of broken stuff. So this heel was broke off. I can see right here, and it's been glued back together. This probably had a wooden dowel rod in there, and probably what I did was shoved a piece of oak up in the hole, re-glued the whole thing, and then threaded I'm pretty sure I threaded a piece of see, these are brass ones on this dots, and these bolts and everything else on this would be brass. But anyway, I threaded a screw with a wood screw in on one end and a regular thread on the other, and just bolted. I think I put 2 of them in here and bolted that to this pot. I had to finagle this one up quite a bit because it had a lot of weird shapes on the end of it to make it fit this pot, and it turned out kind of ugly, but still an awful nice net.